Greetings, citizens of the Imperium. Welcome back to Let's Paint. I'm your host, Trooper 6. And as you already saw from the thumbnail, we are going to celebrate by painting this lovely, lovely model of a Sith Trooper. So, these were not giveaways. And I've already given my shout out, but again, thank you to Wormwood Comets. This thing is... Whew, it's beautiful. I'm very excited to try. Very excited for this one. I did have something else in mind, but nothing was primed. Even this one wasn't primed, but I figured, you know what? It won't take me long. Let me just go and do that real quick. So I did. And here we are. We're going to paint this. Any fans of KOTOR? You probably are a fan of KOTOR if you're here. Now, we all know when it comes to the Knights of the Old Republic that the canonical ending is Revan going light side and all that good fun stuff. But we all know when we first played it that we played dark side, because who the hell wouldn't? It's going to be fun to indulge all of the intrusive thoughts because it's a video game and it's just fun. But have you ever honestly imagined what you would do? What if the Force was real and say you were Force sensitive? Would you honestly be a Jedi? Would you honestly be a Sith? And I feel like a lot of people would, not give it two thought. I'd be a Sith all day. So are we talking you're going to really be, a power-hungry, egotistical maniac who's bent on domination and murder and other shit? Not to take it to that kind of extreme level, but on a serious level, are you really going to be that? I think most people would probably still end up being some type of Jedi, or they're more realistically just going to be a bunch of grays out there. Because I can tell you that I would not exactly be a Jedi. I definitely would not be a Sith. But would I be above using my abilities for my own gain? Hell no. And I'm not going to bother lying to myself about it. I don't think a lot of people should lie to themselves about that kind of stuff. If you really think about it, would you or would you not? If you wouldn't, that is fantastic, and I would applaud you. Woo! Now, we don't have the mini holder. I forget the actual name for it, but it's too big. I thought I grabbed a 40 millimeter base. Doesn't look like it matters because of his wide ass stance. So this mini is not going to be. It's not going to be that bad, but it's not going to be that fun either. Fuck it, we're just painting the whole shoe black, except for that top part. All right. So yeah, I've always wondered what people would do, because good Lord, I know there's going to be somebody on the road, because I've totally thought about it. Somebody just won't get out of the way, and you just want to force push them, not off the road or anything like that. Those are the extreme days, and those are the intrusive thoughts that you don't need to humor. However, just pushing them off the road, off onto the to the shoulder, just get out of the way, or push them into the other lane. Just get out of the way, dude. I'm sure plenty of people would do that. I would most likely be guilty of that one. I feel like people would be a lot more respectful of each other if something like the Force was real and people could really use it. They'd probably be a little more on their better behavior. I would honestly hope that it would bring more good out than than bad. But we don't know. Sadai, I think we all know what would really happen. And but I've always wondered something like that, and like I said, I figured I would be more of the I figured I would be more of the not Jedi. Definitely ain't gonna be no Sith. Yeah, there'd be too many people out there to ruin it. Where I'd want to tell people, yes, I am Sith. There'd be so many people that would just ruin that. I know it. They would just ruin a good thing. Yeah. Side. We all know it doesn't matter, because when the Emperor of mankind shows up, doesn't matter who's in charge. Palpatine, Vitiate, doesn't matter. So when he shows up, you're fucked. I never honestly thought in a million years that I'd be able to paint one of these guys. And this is exactly why I keep preaching to people that, dude, Etsy is a wonderful place. It's all these 3D printers that make it so fun. And I'm honestly surprised it's not more popular than it is. I don't know if it is. I really don't know. I don't see too many people showing off their work and it being something like an Etsy model. Usually it's Warhammer. Usually it is Warhammer. Every now and then I might see some Star Wars Legion. Yeah, it'd be Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah. These are still the brand new brushes that we were using on the Doom guy. And I'm really hoping that these episodes find you in an orderly, timely fashion. Because as I have mentioned, we are definitely trying to... I think that's his collar and not part of... Okay. We're trying to pretty much double up on the content for you, because you guys deserve it. And honestly, I want to do more on YouTube. I think we've got a pretty good thing going on right here. You know, we're pioneering a new genre in a way of the Let's Paint. I don't know if that's too bold of me to even claim that. But I certainly don't know anyone else doing this kind of format. Honestly, I would dread the day. I know it's hard for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing here, but give me a sec. Trying to get that dumbass collar under there. Alright, because once we get everything painted black that we need painted black, then all we got to really do is the armor and the base. Maybe some edge highlighting here and there, and we're done. Because I was looking at this guy, and I was like, oh damn. I told him I'd be... Probably... Lucky is probably not the right word, but I'd be lucky to get 2 episodes out of it. Because it's not lacking in detail or anything. It's just the Sith armor was never a complicated ordeal to begin with. So... And yeah, all you guys are getting is the base. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you an angle here, but I also need to see what the hell I'm doing. Because if well, if this thing turns out like crap, then what the hell was it for? I'd hate to do that to you. You know, waste your time. You guys have seen the work. You know I'm better than that. At least I try to be. I mean, not every single model is going to come out amazing. But damn, let's just revel in the fact again that we're able to even paint something like this. This is why 3D modeling is so awesome. Because I really wasn't sure about it at first. You know, I never had a practical use for it before I was painting, at least. I never had a practical use for 3D printing, so I didn't exactly care when it was coming out and people were blowing up about it. It was really cool, but I didn't care. And most of the things I ever saw were filament and not they were not the resin that we're working with here. I didn't really know things like this were possible until I was like hardcore into painting. And I saw it and I was like, good Lord, you serious? All right, but we got a different black to use for that helmet, right? All right, so we got the Vallejo, the Negro Brillante, not sure, the glossy black. We've got that one to work with because, well, it was right there in the name, glossy. It's our Vallejo glossy black, and that one is going to leave a nice shine on the helmet, on his little face mask visor, which is exactly what we need. We don't want it to match his black, the soft parts of his armor. We need this baby to shine. So that will, just like that, it's going to dry with that sheen to it. And that's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Oh, I'm hoping it's going to be amazing. I'm hoping. Now for the armor, we're going to go with some plate mail. For you guys know that I like to use gunmetal for a lot of things because it's nice and dark. Plate mail is the next step up. And then you have something like Shining Silver. Now, Shining Silver, we should probably be using that for Sith Trooper. For the Sith Trooper. The reason for that is just because how shiny they are in the game. They're fucking chrome, dude. Now, honestly, to pull off a chrome effect, I believe is going to take a little bit more skill than I've got. It is not a technique that I've ever really tried. It requires a lot of blending, and I honestly just have not gotten around to trying that. I've dabbled in some wet blending and everything like that, but it's not like it's a technique that I employ every model. I mean, hell, you guys are with me, and now basically every model that I get is going to be for the show. How I used to do things in my own spare time. I'd paint a model for the show that would air, and I would paint, I don't know, probably about 6 other things, and then I would paint something else for the show and whatnot. And I figured, you know what? Y'all have been quite amazing and very responsive lately. Quite engaging, and it's been so awesome. And I decided to jump at the chance to focus on it. So here we are, focusing. We're certainly not focusing on a topic. Hell, we're supposed to be talking about Knights of the Old Republic. So, of course, canonical ending is going light side. Every single one of us went dark side. Well, not every single one of us. I know there's going to be somewhere in there where somebody's like, nope, light side all day. And I am not going to give you shit. You know why I'm not going to give you shit? Because I am a Paragon player for Mass Effect. I've tried Renegade and I just couldn't do it. As funny as it was sometimes, it killed me. It killed me to be a dick to everyone. And now, of course, you don't have to be a dick to everyone, but, let's go for it. If you're going to be a renegade, you're just going to be an asshole, right? Not fully, you got to be a little more complex than that. Excuse me. So I figure I would still give it a try, and I'd make some very different choices than I've made in the past. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get past Mass Effect 1. I was breaking my own heart. So yeah, I will not bash anyone who's like, nope, this all day. Yeah, I got you. I'm a paragon, so yeah, it's not like I have much room to talk. And it honestly just felt better. I loved the story that much more. But that's a whole nother thing, and we do have Mass Effect miniatures that we're gonna paint on the show. So we can talk about all of that and all the therapy that came with it. But when it comes to Knights of the Old Republic, man, I'll never forget that we were playing that. Me and one of the only memories that I really have with me and my brother is the fact that we were playing Knights of the Old Republic together. Well, it was more he was playing it and I was watching it, and I was trying to give him notes. Because of course he was going dark side with it, and I kept chastising him because he wasn't doing dark side enough shit. Not realizing that he was really, really playing the game, because I hadn't gotten into an RPG like that. And I want to say that Knights of the Old Republic was a true awakening moment for me as a gamer to what a game really could be. It was my stepping stone into discovering something so much more, and that was truly epic storytelling on the scale of where you really do feel a part of it and integral to the part or to the plot. You feel important. You feel, damn. It's why I want one of those the bigger base holders. Anyway, it was something on a whole new scale that I had never experienced before when it came to gaming. Now, I've played some RPGs before, and it was more like Diablo, where, yes, you are a very critical part to the game. Yes, you're building your stats and everything, and there's a very straightforward storyline. I don't know, that one's like an action RPG instead of necessarily an adventure. I mean, if you guys have better words for it, if because I know I'm not quite getting it out, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the words. I usually does. Words be hard, and I not words good, says the writer. But regardless, when it comes down to it, this was a whole new level of gaming for me that I didn't know was out there and available. So I started playing it myself, and of course I was going dark side, and I was just having fun being a dick to everyone, not understanding full complexities of character development and everything, and just you think you're being so evil in that game until one of my awakening moments was reading the strategy guide and seeing I forgot a glove. Seeing the choices, and one of them was definitely at the Korriban Sith Academy, and you have a choice to choose either your trainer or the master of the school. You could choose either one of them, or you can actually set it up to backstab both of them, and I didn't know you could do that. I really, really did not know you could do that. we are at 20 minutes now, and we're practically done with this model. I mean, we're not practically done. Oh, man. That's funny. But we've gotten pretty far, and that's because I was kind of pushing it. I wanted to see just how much we could do before the time really does run out. So, all that being said, Knights of the Old Republic, it really opens me up to a whole new level of gaming that I did not know was out there. Didn't know was available to me. And that was something that I think would cherish for the rest of my life, because it definitely impacted me. Maybe consider how to play games, to be mindful of your choices, to really truly understand and pay attention what is going on around you. If everybody remembers the damn the court case that you have to help somebody with. Good Lord, when I was a kid, who the hell cares? I sped through that thing like it was nobody's business. These days it's interesting and it's difficult or challenging to actually take that case on and to try to figure it out and make the right decision. But with all that being said now, all we got to do is paint this helmet, and we got to dry brush, and we got to do this base and Nuln Oil, and guess what? That's it. So I guess this is going to be another 2-part episode, or whatever you want to say. So I will see you guys next time. May the Void Father guide your brush. Take it easy, stay happy and healthy, everyone. All right? Peace.